Now this is the second part of my Star Wars collection in the big room. This shot here shows the big Millennium Falcon. It was issued by Kenner approximately 1980-81. I think it's the second issue. I know there's may have been about 3 different issues that they made of this particular model. And again, you can see some stormtroopers. There's a little display there of stormtroopers on the attack against Han Solo and Chewbacca and company. Just panning. It's quite an amazing shot from underneath, actually. And I'm just panning along to Sebulba's pod racer. It's quite an awesome machine as well. So I'm just coming across back in the Millennium Falcon. I'm just going to go up, spin it up a wee bit, back a wee bit. Okay, it's about the best I can do of this magnificent ship. So just carrying on, I'm just going to pan around to some of these figures I have pinned up on the back of the Star Wars units. I'm just going up top here and I'll just show you, these are some of the original Empire Strikes Back figures, and I'll just go along slowly. I just hope I'm not blurring them too much. And I'm still getting used to this camera, so I should really straighten up and do a bit better than this, but it's just a bit awkward holding your camera up high when you're 2.5 metres up. These cabinets are about 2.1 metres tall and the ceiling reaches up to 2.1 metres, so it's quite a reach. And anyway, I'll go down the next row, and there's some Return of the Jedi figures there. This is a new Power of the Force issue that came out in 1995, which sort of kick-started a big revival in the Star Wars collecting memorabilia. There's a lot of figures here that came out with long lightsabers and short lightsabers and very short lightsabers. So anyway, excuse me for coughing. Just panning down to your Han Solo and the green cards. They originally issued in red cards and then they changed them to green cards. Some are twin packs. I'll just go along here slowly and let you see them all. I've got around about 170 figures pinned on the back of these units, so it's quite a collection, but there are larger collections around, I know that for a fact. I'm just going down to the next row. I'll just go along here slowly. I'm just making sure I get it pretty straight. There's Princess Leia. They've just re-released her in the vintage collection. They just seem to keep re-releasing the Star Wars figures, and they don't have any trouble selling them. There's such a market for them. There's always new collectors coming in all the time, competing with the older collectors who a lot of them have been around since the late 70s. I never started collecting Star Wars until 1995 when I saw the Power of the Force figures in the shops, and I wasn't really going to collect Star Wars figures, but any Star Wars items. So there's another row here. Just trying to get this, getting a bit low. But anyway, we'll go along and do the best we can the time we got, because the earthquake shook these around quite a lot. Some of them fell off their hooks, but I'm sort of learning all the time now to actually protect them better. So I'm just going up to there. There's another row further down, but I'll go quickly along there. So there's quite a few figures. I've got some more figures on some other units as well, which I'll get to there shortly. The figures seem to get better and better as the years go by, but okay, I'm just going to quickly go down the aisles here. I'm just on this corner unit here. There's some more figures, Power of the Force figures. Some of the vintage collection figures are not the best recreations. They've done a Luke Skywalker, who's quite a short Luke Skywalker, and they in fact should have made him a little bit bigger. He just looks like a bit of a boy, really. some collectors will probably shoot me for saying that, but never mind. Everybody's got the right to their opinion. So I'm just going along these figures here. Oh, I'm just coming into a Star Wars card collection hanging up. Some more along there. Excuse me for coughing again. I'll just let the camera basically tell the story. Still getting used to this camera, trying to get the right distance for these figures, not blur them too much. But I think you get the picture of what's here. There's probably 170 figures pinned on the back of this unit as well. Let's go down to the next row. These are the Power of the Force, the later issue Jedi Force File series they did. They've just done series after series after series, and they still keep selling them, no trouble. I guess every Star Wars collector has their favourite characters, none other than Darth Vader, etc. That's pretty much the finish of that particular row. I'm just coming down to a corner unit here with some more Star Wars figures along here. I'm just panning down. They're actually rubbing shoulders with a lot of Lord of the Rings figures. I collect those as well, and I'll probably do another video on those shortly and show you those. But I'm just coming around here. Oh, there's some of these Bend-Ems. We never got the full series out in New Zealand of the Bend-Ems. There's quite a few that we missed. Anyway, I'm just going to go down some of these shelving units again. I've got mainly open shelving units. It's found during the earthquakes that I could put things back pretty quickly, and items that weren't damaged. There's a really nice Wampa. I'll just take a shot of him, and there's a really fine figure of Darth Maul and of course Darth Vader, brothers together. And another one down here of Jango Fett. There's another. Oh, down here there's quite a nice AT-AT Walker. I'll just pan across there, back there, and then there's another vintage TIE Fighter down there, but that's a 1995 release. Down here there's some more boxed. Oh, some really nice. They did some really nice Queen Amidala figures. Quite large, 30cm, 12-inch figures. Some Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing. Just panning up here too. I think I've pretty well gone through it all now, but I'm just trying to think where else I could. Oh yes, over here there's another lot of figures just pinned on the side of the units. I'll just pan down there. Just pan down there, and then there's some more of the Pod Racer. I basically collected 2 sets of these Pod Racer models, and they're quite nice. I've got the Pod Racer set, and I've actually had them out racing around the track, and they're really impressive. They whiz round real quick. So anyway, that's pretty much, I'll just pan up here. That's pretty much the end of my Star Wars collection for the moment. Oh, there's a card set, that's quite impressive. I'll go around, do the other side. It's just the lights reflecting on there. I've got fluoro tubes set up here which are really good and bright. Okay, that's the end of part 2, so thank you for looking, and all the best to everyone.